Hello, my name is Cullen Fulcher with Builders First Source. Today we're going to do a deep dive into the Foundations program. Foundations is the hub for team member training and paperwork compliance. You can think of it as an archive for safety training, documentation, and compliance records. We're going to break this video up into a few sections: logging in, program function, how we use the program, navigating the program and assigning training, removing and unassigning training, uploading documentation, accessing and reviewing uploaded documentation, reassigning training for re-upload, uploading documents to the knowledge bank, monthly documentation, and annual documentation. At the end of each section, I'll highlight common problems you may run into and provide solutions. Let's begin with the login process for a first-time user. When a team member logs into Foundations for the first time, they'll use their employee ID number and the default Foundations password, which can be obtained by emailing foundations@bldr.com. That default password changes annually, so if the default password no longer works, it was most likely updated. Email foundations@bldr.com again to obtain the new one. After entering the default password, the new team member will be prompted to create a new password. I recommend having the team member write it down and keep it in a secure place in case they need to access Foundations again in the future. Once the new password is created, the team member will be brought back to the login page and prompted to enter their employee ID again along with their new password. If you run into issues during this process, contact foundations@bldr.com or reach out to the IT help desk at 1-888-724-1457. After successfully logging in, you'll be brought to the Foundations homepage. Now that we're logged into Foundations, let's talk about how we use the program. Foundations is a hub for training and documentation. In Foundations, you can assign, view, and complete training, and you can also upload documentation to support that training and to support your location in maintaining safety program compliance. Foundations does have functions beyond safety, but today we're only focusing on the safety-related functions. From a safety standpoint, we mainly use Foundations in two ways: team member training and transcripts, assigning training and uploading completion documentation, and Knowledge Bank, uploading safety programs and location safety documentation. Next, let's learn how to navigate Foundations so we can find and assign training to a team member. No matter where you're at in Foundations, you can select the BFS logo in the upper left-hand corner at any time to return to the homepage. Just below the logo is the Foundations menu bar. You can hover over the different tabs to view drop-down menus that take you to specific areas within Foundations. The tabs you'll use most often for safety content are Safety and Knowledge. You can also use the search bar in the upper right-hand corner to search for training modules or content by name. Let's hover over the Safety tab in the menu bar. In the drop-down menu, you'll see options like Available Safety Training, Monthly Safety Meetings and Safety Bulletins, JSA, SOP, and AOTs, and Driver Safety Training. The most effective way to locate safety training is usually Available Safety Training, so let's select that and review the contents. On the Available Safety Training page, you'll see a large list of training topics broken into groups. For this example, we're going to locate and assign the Lockout Tagout Affected Employee AOT training. Scroll to the Lockout Tagout section and select it. On this page, you'll find training specific to Lockout Tagout. Near the bottom, locate the Lockout Tagout Affected Employee AOT and select it to open the module. This brings us to the training module page. Most training modules in Foundations follow this same layout. On the left side here, you'll see key details like the module name, last updated date, estimated training duration, and other information. To view more information and resources for the training, select Show More at the bottom of the Details section. After selecting Show More at the bottom, you may see information such as the provider, version history, subject, and any training equivalencies. Not every module contains the same details, but it's always worth checking. On the right side of the page, you'll see actions such as Launch and Assign. To view the module content, select the blue Launch button. Depending on the module type, or whether it's been launched previously, the button may display differently or sometimes appear as a Request button. The function is essentially the same. They all open the training content. Just below Launch, you'll typically see the Assign button. If the Assign button doesn't appear, or if it's grayed out, you may not have the correct permissions in Foundations. This can be corrected by notifying your manager and having them work with the Foundation's team. When requesting access, be specific about what you need and always include the team member's full name, location, and employee ID. To assign the training, select Assign. This takes us to the Assign training page. At the top, you'll see a navigation path you can use to return back to the previous page. Below that, you'll see the training name, an optional due date field, a comments box, and then the shared reports list. The shared reports list includes supervisors, managers, or other team members who have direct subordinates at your location. To select everyone in the list, use the checkbox at the very top left corner. To deselect, check the same box again. To select a specific team member, select the checkbox next to their name. To assign the training to all direct reports under a specific leader, select the checkbox under Include Subordinates on the right side of the shared reports list. If subordinates are included, they'll appear near the bottom of the page. If you need to exclude a specific team member, select the X to the left of their name. To remove all subordinates, go back to the shared reports list and deselect the Include Subordinates box. To assign training to someone who's not listed in shared reports, scroll down to the Indirect Subordinates section. Select inside the Select an Indirect Shared Report box to open the user search window. Then, type the team member's name. Select Search. Then select the team member's name to add them to the assignment list. You can repeat this process to add multiple team members. If you can't locate a specific team member at your location, it's most likely an access issue. Work with your manager to contact the Foundation's team. Once your assignment list is correct, select Submit in the bottom right corner. If a team member has already completed the training that you're assigning, Foundations may prompt you to confirm reassignment. Reassigning will override the completed status for that instance, but previous completions should still remain visible in the transcript's history. If you encounter any other errors that prevent assignment, work with your manager to contact the Foundation's team. After the assignment processes, you'll be returned to the training module page. Now let's walk through how to remove or unassign a training module from a team member's transcript. To do this, we first need to access the team member's profile. Use the search bar in the upper right-hand corner and search by the team member's name or employee ID. Select their name from the results to open their profile. In the profile view, you can review details like the team member's name, employee ID, assigned location, location address, date of hire, and even the reporting structure. To access the employee's transcript, scroll back to the top, hover over the Transcript tab, and select Transcript from the drop-down menu. By default, the transcript filter is set to active, meaning that these modules are all assigned but not completed. To locate the training that you want to remove, you can start by using the filters at the top, then you can scroll through the list, or you can use the transcript search bar in the upper right-hand corner here to type in the name of the module. Once you locate the training, go to the View Training Details button on the right side, select the small arrow next to it, then select Remove. A pop-up may appear asking for a reason. If so, choose Other and add a brief explanation in the comments box. If you're removing a training that has multiple completions, you may see a pop-up like this one, asking whether you want to remove all registration numbers or only the current registration number, rolling back to the previous number of the training. In most cases, you should remove only the current registration to preserve accurate completion history. If you're unable to remove an assigned training, work with your manager to contact the Foundation's team for support. Once training has been assigned, completed, and paperwork has been filled out, the next step is uploading documentation to the team member's transcript. Navigate to the menu bar and hover over My Learning. From the dropdown, select On-the-Job Training-Observers. If this option is missing or grayed out, it may be an access issue. Work with your manager to contact Foundations for the correct permissions. In the On-the-Job Training-Observers page, scroll down to the Assignments view. On the left side, you'll see a list of training modules that are awaiting upload or completion. On the right side, you'll see the team members assigned to the selected module. This is where we're going to be uploading our documentation. Scroll through the module list and select the correct training. Then, locate the correct team member on the right side. Foundations may automatically select multiple team members. Double-check that only the correct team member is selected. If needed, select Unselect All, then select the checkbox next to the correct team member. Next, select Record Status to the right of their name. This opens the Record Observation view. In this view, you'll see the team member's information, the training name, number of attempts, and more. To upload documentation, select Completed under Result. Use the calendar icon to select the date that the training was completed. Then, drag and drop the scanned documentation into the attachments box. Once uploaded, select Record in the bottom right-hand corner. The training documentation is now uploaded to the team member's transcript. Once documentation is uploaded, don't forget to update your location's employee job qualifications list. A core part of safety documentation is being able to review completed training documentation. To access uploaded documentation for a team member, search for the team member in the upper right-hand corner. Select their profile, then hover over Transcript and select Transcript from the drop-down menu. Remember, the transcript defaults to active trainings. If you're looking for completed training, either change the filter to Completed Training, then scroll to locate the module, or use the transcript search bar in the upper right-hand corner to search by module name. Once you locate the completed training, move to the View Completion or View Certificate button on the right. Select the arrow next to it, then from the drop-down, select View Training Details. This opens up the Training Details page. Now, depending on the module, you may also see a curriculum section down here that breaks down the completed content. Below the curriculum view, you'll see items such as assignment and version history and transcript history. There are a couple of ways to access the uploaded documentation here depending on the module type. If you see an option like View next to Observation History here, select it. If you don't see that, expand the Assignment and Version History view by selecting the arrow on the right-hand corner, then locate the completion instance you need, and select the Document/magnifying glass icon under Options. Once selected, you'll be brought to the Observation History page. You'll see details about the completion, including who assigned the training and who uploaded the documentation. At the bottom of the page, you'll see any uploaded documents. Select an attachment name to open or download it. If you review the documentation and find discrepancies, missing information, incorrect dates, incomplete forms, or anything else that needs to be corrected, you may need to re-upload the training. In many cases, the easiest way is to reassign the module using the same assignment process we covered earlier. Reassigning typically overrides the current instance, but completion history should remain available in the transcript. If a training cannot be reassigned but still needs to be corrected, work with your manager to contact the Foundation's team for support. Now that we've covered transcripts and training uploads, let's talk about the second major upload function in Foundations, the Knowledge Bank. Each BFS location has or can have a location folder in the Knowledge Bank. This folder contains documents that need to be uploaded on a monthly and annual basis. To locate your location folder, hover over the Knowledge tab in the menu bar. From the drop-down, select Knowledge Bank, Resources and Location Folders. In the Knowledge Bank, you'll see several pre-made folders at the top that contain additional training resources. Below those, you should see your location folder. If you don't see your location folder, it may be an access issue or the folder may not have been created yet. Either way, work with your manager to contact Foundations for support. Select your folder to open it. Uploading here is simple. Select Upload Document at the top of the folder view. In the Upload Document page, enter a title, enter an author name or the name of the person uploading. Optionally, you can add keywords or even a description to the upload. You can then upload using Choose File or by dragging and dropping a file onto the Choose File button. Select Add once you've attached a file, and repeat this process if you're uploading multiple documents. Once complete, select Submit. If you need to correct something after uploading in the Knowledge Bank, changes typically must be requested through the Foundations team, so always double and then triple check your uploads before submitting. Now that we know how to upload into the location folder, let's review the required documents. Monthly uploads include a log of all daily Quick Start meetings for each workday, all daily forklift inspection sheets, the safety committee meeting minutes form, and all daily e-stop or daily machine check sheets for each applicable piece of equipment. Annual uploads include your location's current emergency management plan, your most recent emergency evacuation drill documentation, your most current signed and dated PPE hazard assessments, your most current job safety analyses or JSAs, your most current HECPs or hazardous energy control procedure forms, your most current COPIs or certificates of periodic inspection, your most current authorized lockout tagout employee and equipment lists, and your most current hazard communication program, including your HCSL or hazardous chemical substance list, listing all hazardous chemicals at your location. In addition to these core uploads, there are 3 items that I want to cover in a bit more detail. In the Knowledge Bank, you're required to maintain the last 5 years' worth of OSHA 300 logs. The process for obtaining these may vary by area, but they are updated annually and are most commonly sent to locations by your area safety manager. Work with your location manager to confirm your local process. BFS and OSHA require that a minimum of 2 employees per department and shift are certified in first aid and CPR, where applicable, AED training as well. Some states may also require drivers to maintain first aid and CPR certification, so confirm requirements with your area safety manager. BFS and OSHA also require that designated first aid responders are trained in bloodborne pathogens. For first aid, CPR, AED, and bloodborne pathogens, supporting documentation must be available in your location's knowledge bank, including a list of certified team members. Certification expiration timelines may vary depending on the training source, so ensure the most current documentation is uploaded each year. I hope you found today's training helpful and informative. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions, please reach out to your manager, supervisor, or safety leadership for additional support. Thanks for watching.